Hello, my soapy friends. It is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and we have a soap video. So, I haven't been doing a lot of videos. I've been really busy with work and traveling for work, so my January has been kind of busy. But I did a couple of natural soaps, you know, with just natural colorants and only essential oils. And so today I'm feeling like kind of a fancy soap. So we're going to use some colors. I just got in some Vibrance micas, and I'm dying to try those. And I'm going to do, let's see. Well, let's just go over the recipe, shall we? Okay. So in my oils, I have 454 grams of olive oil pomace, 283 grams of 76-degree coconut oil, 227 grams of cocoa butter, 227 grams of shea butter, and 170 grams of castor oil. In my lye and water, I have 517 grams of water and 185 grams of lye. The fragrance we're going to be using is a brambleberry fragrance. It's called Pearberry, and it smells really good. I very much get the pears. They're very sort of like just that crisp, fresh pear scent, and then lots of sweet, fruity notes around it. I think it's a great fragrance. And I don't think it's too girly either. I think it could be a very unisex fragrance. That pear is just crisp and clean and just lovely. So we're going to use that. Now I've never used it, and I have read that it can accelerate trace a lot. So I'm going to try my best to add the fragrance at the very last moment as much as I can. We'll see how that goes. For colors, I'm going to be using some Vibrance micas from Nurture Soap Supplies. Soapers Resources on Facebook did a co-op purchase recently, so I bought some. So we have Vibrance Pink, Blue, Purple, and Green. And they're just really lovely colors. And it's probably a little hard to pick up. Let me use the blue. I think that might be the easiest one. You can see, I think, that it has a bit of a shimmer to it as well. I've used the orange one before, and in the final soap, you can see that shimmer. I mean, it's not, you know, you can't see it from across the room, but when you're close up to it, you'll get a little bit of that shimmer, so they're really lovely micas. But I think I'm going to use some white in the overall batch, so I'm going to go for some, maybe some pastel colors. So I have some titanium dioxide that's from Brambleberry that I have pre-mixed in some distilled water, and then I'm going to be doing some piping, so I'm going to try and do, I think, either a drop swirl in the pot swirl. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll figure it out when I go. But I want to do kind of a pretty piped top, so I'm using a Wilton 6B as in boy tip, and it's a very large tip, and a large piping bag. And what I plan to do is take some colors and actually put them in separate piping bags, and then I will put all of those into this one. And the reason I'm doing that, this is sort of a baking trick I've used before, is so that when you pipe out of here, the colors actually stay separate in those other plastic individual bags. So you'll put the plastic individual bags in here, squeeze them, and then you get like lines of colors in your final piping. Now, again, this fragrance is supposed to accelerate, so we'll see. I mean, I want the soap stiff when I pipe, but we'll see how this goes. And then finally I just have some, this is from Wholesale Supplies Plus. This is an iridescent glitter that I just got in, and I'd like to try that as well. Okay, temperatures, my oils are around 85, my lye water is right around 65, and I'll be using the Essential Depot red mold today. I also got a new little sample mold in. This is from Etsy, and the store I think is called Mold House, but I think house is spelled like H-A-U-S? I can't remember. Anyway, they're just tiny little bars, so if I have some extra, I might try to use those because I want to see sort of how they come out. Okay, I think we're ready to go. Alright, so adding my lye water to my oils. Let me rinse that out real quick. Alright. I'm going to try and keep this kind of as loose as I can because of the fragrance. I'm anticipating that it is going to speed things up. So I'm just barely mixing this until I can't see any more streaks of oil on the top. And I think we're there already. Okay, and we're just getting trace. You can kind of see those little streaks on top there. Okay, so I'm going to add some white to the whole batch. Again, my colors, I think I'm going to go for kind of more pastel colors, so that's why I'm putting the white in the whole batch. Just a little bit more, I think. Okay, now normally I would add my fragrance right now and then divide them up into the colors, but I'm going to divide my colors up and add the fragrance separately simply because of the potential acceleration we have going on. All right. Now, the ones I'm separating out here are going to be used for the swirls, but also for the piping. So, I'm using a fair amount of my batter, probably a little bit more than half, divvied up amongst the colors. Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to start with a little bit. So a little of the pink. A little of the blue, a little purple, and a little green. And I may brighten these up for the piping piece. We'll see. Let me start with blue. Good. That's nice. And then we'll do green. I think the green needs a little more. That's nice. Ooh, that is a lovely pale green. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit more blue here. Let's do the pink. Same thing, I think I'm going to add a little bit more pink here. And then finally the purple. Okay, gonna add a little bit more here. Okay. All right, those are perfect. That's kind of what I'm going for. Nice, pale colors. Let me pick up some of these to show you real quick. Okay, so the blue, hopefully you can see that, and the purple, nice and just pale, and then the pink and the green, they came out really nice. Oh, I got a little purple in there though. Oh, that's no good. Okay. All right, so let's add fragrance. So here we go. Clean up my blender. Soap all over my blender already. Okay. All right, I'm going to give them a quick blend here. So yeah, when I poured that in, I don't know if you saw, but there was immediately some ricing that sort of happened just when I poured it in, but I stick blended it. It went away really quickly. So let me just go through these. Okay. I'm trying to move a little fast because I can see already that it is thickening up already. Okay. So I don't think I'm going to do a drop swirl just because I think it's going to be too thick. Okay. So the same thing is kind of happening. As soon as I mix the fragrance in, I get a little bit of ricing, which just, looks like little lumps. But, now I didn't get it on the pink there. Okay. But it mixed in really quickly. Okay. So, I don't know. These are pretty loose, actually. I mean, they're not bad. I might try a drop swirl. All right. Okay. Saving just a little bit. Okay, here we go. So purple, green, pink, blue. Okay. And then I'm going to do the rest of the white. And why I save some of the main color is when I do this, I hope that it sort of pushes some of those other colors down even deeper. You could pour all of it on that first go. And I'm hoping this adds a little bit more depth to those colors. Okay, so it definitely thickened up. I mean, it's not terrible. It didn't seize or anything, but it definitely accelerated trace, that fragrance, I think. This is my normal recipe, so I'm pretty familiar with it. Okay. So my mold right now is about, oh, I don't know, half or 3/4 full. I'm going to give it a little tap. All right, push it to the side there. All right, then let's get these. Now, actually, these are a little thin to pipe right now. So, I'm going to give them a few minutes here, I think. I'm going to turn the camera off just so you don't have to, watch paint dry or anything. And then we'll be right back after I've gotten them a little bit more thick. Okay? Stand by. Okay, we're back, folks. It's probably been a lapsed time of about, 7 or 8 minutes, maybe a little bit more. So, this hasn't accelerated a ton. I mean, it did accelerate some, but then I've been able to work with it. So the only thing you've missed is I took the soap that was in my, my cups and I put them into the plastic bags. I did take some of the remaining mica I had pre-mixed and I mixed it in. Now, I will tell you the one thing I did, you can see it best in the blue here, is I didn't mix it in completely. So, see if I can get this little. So you can see in there that there are streaks. And I did that on purpose, just to give it a little bit more depth. So the bags are tied with a rubber band at top. I still have the bottoms on, and what I'm going to do is snip off the bottoms of each of these and then put it in my larger piping bag. And that's what I'm going to do right now. And you may notice that I don't have exactly equal amounts of all of the colors, and that's fine. Okay, so I put them all in my larger bag. Here's where having a nice big piping bag helps. I'm just twisting my bag so I can get sort of equal pressure on the other bags that are in there. And here we go. Okay. And I'm just doing little dollops. And I'm probably going to have to pipe on top of some of these, so I have quite a bit of soap in here. Okay, so hopefully you can see already, let me bring this up a little bit, that I get those nice like multicolored swirls which look really cool. So I think now I'm going to try and do two rows. Oops. and then maybe a third one as the largest one down the middle of that. Oh, and I put my other sample mold away because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to use that. Okay, I have a little soap left. Actually, I may use that in my little mold. I just might pipe it in since I have some left. And these are just going to be sample soaps. I'm just squeezing my my interior bags a little bit. This does, doing it this way does make piping a little bit harder. I think that's going to be. One more here. Okay. All right, so let me put that bag away. Okay, I think those are going to be a good sample size, actually. See if I can just flatten them out a little bit here. Fill this one up here a little bit more. Okay. So yeah, I thought I'd try. I've been using my regular size bars to make samples, which is totally fine. I mean, I may still do that, but I thought I might try and just bring some consistency to my samples. And I probably won't do this for all of them. In fact, the other thing I was thinking is that these won't be samples, and I may offer them as a new product on my website, sort of like guest soaps, and maybe wrap them individually or do a nice box with them. So that might be nice, a dozen sample size guest soaps. Okay, so sorry, that's a side project there. Alright, so here's our top. It looks pretty, I like it. I'm going to put a little bit of glitter on, just to give it a little shimmer, and I want to try this glitter out also. I don't think I'm going to do a lot. I'm just going to do just a hint. There must be like a breeze in my kitchen. This glitter just sort of floats where I don't want it to. Okay, I think that's plenty. All right, so there we go, Pearberry with a piped top of multicolored piping. Okay, so after the break should be the unmolding and cutting of this soap, so stick around. Hey everyone, we're back. This is Kevin with Divinely Designed, and we are unmolding and cutting Pearberry in pastel is I think what I'm going to call it. Ooh. I squished the little tops, darn it. Oh right, not too bad. So it's been it has been over 24 hours. It's about 25 or 26 hours right now. So I put it in the fridge and let it sit there overnight, and then took it out this morning and let it come to room temperature. That seems to work very well. And oh, I should show you also, I did make these little sample soaps, and they came out really cute. Look how, that's a good size I think for a guest soap. So I think I may not use these as samples, but actually maybe make them as a new product for my website. And I've been doing a little bit of paper crafting, and that's my cat, Apollo. So I might make like a cute box and sell them maybe like as a dozen little guest soaps. We'll see. Anyway, they came out cute. And the colors, the pastels are looking really, really nice. So I am excited to see the interior of this soap. Okay. So, just sort of lovely light pastel swirls. That's very pretty. That's pretty much exactly what I was going for. I'm very happy with that. Very nice. And the tops came out pretty. I don't know if you can get it. There's a little shimmer on there, the glitter. The fragrance. It's mellowed some. It was pretty strong when I poured it yesterday. But it's definitely mellowed a little bit. It smells very nice though. I do have a fairly high amount of cocoa butter in my recipe. So right now, I don't know, this batch is pretty strong. I'm smelling the cocoa butter a little bit too. And I don't normally smell that. Ooh, that one's nice. Very pretty. I didn't really worry about piping, you know, exactly in the middle, so that every slice had like a perfect pipe to it. I didn't worry about that. I think that's a little just, I don't know, it seems like too much trouble, because then if you're off by just a hair, it kind of throws everything off anyway. So I just piped it and sort of let the slices fall where they may. I mean, the tops are still pretty. You can sort of see that they're piped. And okay. So just a few last pastel-y swirls. Very happy. These colors are just great. These are the Vibrance micas from Nurture's Soap Supply. And I'll try to remember to put a link in the description down below. So these were the Vibrance micas, and they give you really nice, like lovely bright colors. But I wanted to do, you know, I wanted to sort of take it in a little bit of a different direction and see if I could get those just lovely, soft pastel colors. You know, spring is coming up, Easter's approaching. Not that I think of this as an Easter scent or anything like that, or a particularly spring soap. But the colors very much are springy, I think. So, that's it. Okay. Comments, questions, leave them below. If you like it, please subscribe. I would love to have you I would love to have you as a subscriber if you haven't subscribed. And for those of you who have, thank you so much for your support. I do appreciate it. And if you're interested, check out my website. I'll put the link below. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Talk to y'all later.